Oi, hello. So yeah, I moving stuff around. I um this morning I feed the wild birds out back. I have a huge tree in the back, and the birds like to hang around. So I feed the wild birds. So I was, filling up. I have a 40-pound bag, and what I do is I take the 40-pound bag and I put it into a smaller container that I can, put on the shelf, take down, scoop out what I need. Everything I have in containers. Cat food, dog food, it's all in containers. Um, so as I was getting ready to fill the small container with which probably now is like 30 pounds, So as I was holding the top of it, I leaned over to where I had the container and I mashed myself in the eye. I don't know if you can. So I gave myself a little bubble here. I knocked myself out for a moment. I was like, I really punched myself in the face. I just didn't mop myself. I took all the knuckles and everything. So yeah, I drop things, I trip over things, and yeah, if someone's not abusing me, I'm abusing myself. Anyways, it's that time when I'm making my shake and a little conversation, I guess. I fed the cats, I fed the dogs. The little guy's at my feet. So I'm gonna make my nighttime shake. I got my nighttime tea, my coconut. I didn't cut this yet, so I'm gonna cut this up first because it takes a little time to cut it up and stuff. And then as I'm putting it together, I'll come back and talk a little bit. All right, one second. All right, back. I did some running around in this kitchen, putting stuff away. So I got my apple. I took the core out and stuff, and I was like, well, let me get back into the video. I don't know how long the video will stay on pause for. So I should try all that before doing all this, I guess. So anyhow, yeah, moving stuff around here in the kitchen, getting stuff done. I realized, which I kept looking at the container, like I know it's there, and then I was like, oh great, I can clean up the kitchen. I can clean up the kitchen and get this motivated. And then I put, reality hits the boxes. I still got to go through the box. So I just separate the return envelopes, for the I put it into recycle, and then anything important I'm putting through the paper shredder. Because you know 10, 15 years of information, even though it's old and stuff, your primary information is still there. And I'm not saying everybody's shady, but if there's an opportunity, that I guess there's an opportunity. You know, I got a tickle in my throat. My allergies have I want to say bad allergies, but I have allergies. I have the pets in the house. If I didn't have the pets in the house, I would be super allergic. You know, like the cats, I can scratch their top of their head. Hey, nice kitty. Shake their tail, whatever. But I can't be like, oh, my kitty, you know, I have to wash my hands after, you know, touching the dogs and stuff. Because if I touch my face gets all reacted and stuff. Yeah, I'm just full of cooties, huh? Hey, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Anyhow, I'm just taking the skin off the apple, and then I'm cutting the apple quarters into pieces, like the skin of the apple. So I take the apple off, the skin off. If I'm making oatmeal, I'll put the apple skins in oatmeal, because it's the same thing. I buy oatmeal like in a tub. There's no flavoring, no sodium. It's just oats. So I put in whatever fruit if I'm in the mood for fruit, but I do put protein powder in it and stuff. And if I'm in the mood for apple skins, I put the apple skins in there. Otherwise, I just eat them. So in my night one, I put my night tea in there already. I put the apple. Now I'm going to cut up the tangerine and put the tangerine in there. Come on, Gretchen. The skin is a little soft. So I put the tangerine, like in my morning one, I put, you know, banana and whatever frozen fruit that I'm in the mood for. Like I have pineapple, I have peach, I have mango, and then I just recently bought the mixed vegetables, the mixed fruit. So I peel off the skin. And I quarter it, quarter it or 8/16 of it, whatever. And you could put like the whole thing, you know, like all the pieces of veins in there and stuff. And I mean, it's all good, you know. Nothing of fruits and vegetables is bad. You can eat the whole plant if you want to. So my like I put one up every day, you know, and this is how dry it gets. So then I would put it in the blender to powder it up. I have a different blade thing that you make seasoning with, but I'm not going to use this one because I still have some that is still good, you know. But after they dry, you can tell more if, you know, yeah, that'll be feasible to chew on or whatever. But sometimes they get like a little dark, and I'm like, you know, I'm not a professional, but that's what I do. Like this skin looks pretty good, so I'm gonna let this skin dry. And the aroma's there. You have the citrus aroma, you know, and it's just something else to do. All right, I'm gonna put water in here. Yeah, it you get creative, I guess, when you have to eat natural, and processed stuff you can't, you know, chew on and stuff. And one of my cousins, you know, kind of developed the same issues that I have with my stomach and stuff, and he went through the same thing. He dropped all this crazy ass weight. Couldn't find out what was bothering him, you know. And he did the same thing as like I did, dropped so much weight that, you know, people like, are you eating? And it's like, yeah, but, you know, I can't figure out what's wrong with me, whatever. So I use this one. So I just put cinnamon in there. So I put the water to the water level. So it's tea, water, apples, tangerines. the tangerines, for some reason, like I guess the fluid is compact inside the wedges, and when the liquid comes out, it's more. So I put the line of liquid below the line because it for some reason the orange, when I blend the orange, it really fills up the container. So, and it kind of sucks when you open it and everything's like all dribbling all over your hands and stuff. So this is the stevia store brand sweetener. So I put 2 level spoons. Well, I shake it off the edges, so it's a little less than level. So I put that in there. I put regular sugar. This is regular sugar. I do the same thing. I, level off the spoon. I put 2 in. Because tasting the fruit naturally, and then I put like 1 teaspoon of honey in. So I put 2 and 2, and then 1 of this. I don't. I measured it before, so I count to like 3. I say I like repeat myself. Because when it's sweetened too much, then it's like you're losing the natural essence of the fruit shake, I guess. I'm saying it right. I talk out of my mind sometimes. So creatine, I put creatine in. I got the news on the tablet over here. So I put 1 scoop in, I level it off with creatine. It's good for muscle building and things like that. And I put, this is glutamine. I do the same thing, put 1 level spoon in here. So I put this twice a day. This is for muscle recovery, and like I take the stairs a lot because of the dogs. They didn't, they need to go to the bathroom. Like Pinky, she's over there right now in her bed. She's gotten older and she has to go to the bathroom more often. So, and this is collagen protein. So I put 3 full spoons of this in, like heaping, because I measured the scoop in here is 6 of these level. So I just use this one, I wash it off, and I bash it out everything with their scoops and stuff on how much it'll take with this teaspoon. I measured this teaspoon with a teaspoon measurement. So I do the same thing with this. This is vanilla protein. I don't know if the light's shining off of it too much. Vanilla whey protein. So this is good. I do the same thing. Full scoop. Heaping scoop. I guess that's how it's called. So I do it that way. So this is the blender one. Cap that. See? So I'm going to make noise, so I'm going to come back in a moment. So I take the cap off, and yeah, it gets full. Oops, my bag. Yeah, so I have a plate over here that I open it on top of. So I got my coconut ice in here already. And see, I made a mess. That's the pulp of the orange. And the thing is with like if I put the apple skin in there, apples with the apple skin, and with that pulp, it's like I feel like I'm eating porridge or something as I'm drinking it. I don't mind it. Like, I it kind of slows me down. That's why I put the coconut in there because I'll just drink it. Hey, Biscuit, my little guy is in the pantry. Look that's Pinky, and Biscuit is in the pantry. I gotta shine the light on him. What's the matter, Biscuit? He's Japanese Chin and Pekingese, and she is Pointer and Chocolate Lab. So these beautiful guys here, they had a rough beginning. Like when the little guy came here, all his stuff was put into a bag, and you're taking the dog. Here's his stuff. So inside his bag of stuff um, was a rolled up newspaper, like duct taped, and this was like a stick, like a heavy stick. Like he came here with a limp and everything. You couldn't touch his back legs, or I don't. You couldn't even touch him. Period. He was so defensive. All my fingers are all chewed up. But he's once he realized what care and love is all about. He's just a lovable. I forgot what I was doing. I was getting them treats. He's such a lovable dog, protective, caring. One second. There you go. All right. So they had their dinner already, and so now they're looking for their after dinner treat. So now this is the leftover that's in there. So what I do is I rinse off the edges. Rinse off the thing a little bit because it spills over. I didn't have the water low enough. So see, I cleaned out the container, and I mean, you could, like I say it all the time, you can use milk, you can use more tea if you want. You can make your tea. I make my tea strong, so I don't know if you can see the bubbles. It's kind of thick at the top. So I fill it all the way to the top because of the bubbles rise. So it comes out, like a milkshake. Um, yeah, I'm repeating myself probably, right? Yeah, but this is just, because we all, as we get older, we should make sure our protein intake is good. Certain things. Like I don't eat a lot of red meat, so I'm not a red meat person. I do eat red meat, but it's not my preference. Chicken, fish, I'm cool with. So I was turned on to the creatine. I don't know if I'm saying the right thing. You can look it up. My memory hasn't or isn't all there, but well, I mix it up a little bit because I pour the water in afterwards. So I sit here for a minute. So I put the coconut ice in there. One, I like coconut, and the coconut milk is great as it melts. You get as it melts, as you're getting down, the flavor of the coconut changes what you're drinking. Um, but anyways, as it melts, the coconut pieces come out. Because I push coconut shavings. I'll make an ice thing, and I'll show you guys. Um, and there's something to chew on. So I come, take a mouthful and there's some coconut. I sit there, I cap it down. Because I'm telling you, like, if like oatmeal, I have to put trail mix in it, So I have to find no sodium trail mix. I put trail mix in it because it'll make me eat it slower, you know, like like I'm hungry all the time. And so I have to watch what I eat because I eat, you know. So I've always, but I'm repeating myself, In another video, I say the same thing. That's another story. Forget about that. Anyways, so that's my shake for the day. I just rambled a little bit, A little medical marijuana doesn't hurt every now and then. But anyways, yeah, be good, be safe. I probably just rambled, but love ya. Bye.